Imagine waking up to pounding on your door. Not from cops, but from some puffed-up HOA goons flashing fake badges and demanding to inspect your dangerous garden gnomes. That's the nightmare that hit Jake Harlan one sweltering morning in Sunnybrook Estates, a cookie-cutter suburb where the grass is always greener, because if it's not, you'll get fined into oblivion. Jake, a quiet IT guy who'd swapped war zones for Wi-Fi, stared at the security cam feed, chuckling bitterly as the lead enforcer, a guy named Baxter, barked orders like he was auditioning for a bad cop show. Jake had moved here thinking it'd be peaceful after his army days, fixing code, walking his mutt Rufus, ignoring the whispers about his shady past. But oh no, the HOA board, led by the infamous Karen Caldwell, plump, perpetually purse-lipped, and armed with a rulebook thicker than a phone directory, had other plans. She'd spread rumors. Jake was hoarding illegal tech, maybe even hacking the neighborhood Wi-Fi. All because he'd politely questioned her at a meeting about why bird feeders were suddenly biohazards. For the community's harmony, she'd cooed back then, her smile as fake as her highlights. Now, here were her minions, cutting his power with a smug click, plunging the house into silence except for Rufus's low growl. As the lights flickered out, Jake didn't panic. He'd seen real threats overseas. This was amateur hour. Whispering to Rufus, "Stay cool, boy." He grabbed his phone and tapped into the hidden app he'd rigged weeks ago. Nothing fancy. Just a network sniffer that logged every nosy ping from the HOA's smart mailboxes. Outside, Baxter's voice crackled through a radio, subject stalling. "Proceed with compliance sweep." Jake smirked in the dark. Compliance? These clowns had planted a bogus video online, edited to show him threatening a neighbor with a shovel, actually just him gardening at dusk. The online comments exploded. "That vet's unhinged." Karen had shared it herself, captioning, "Safety first. Folks, pure theater to rally the sheep." But Jake had allies. His old squad mate, Mia, tough as nails, presumed MIA years back, but actually deep undercover, had tipped him off via encrypted text. "They're watching vets like us." Play dumb. As shadows shifted outside, a faint pop echoed, tires deflating on the enforcer's SUV. Baxter yelped, "What the?" and tripped over his own feet. Radio squawking chaos. Jake eased the back door open, spotting Mia melting from the bushes like a ghost. "Miss me?" she whispered, her grin sharp. "These idiots are part of Project Harmony, HOA spyware in every hedge trimmer, flagging troublemakers for data sales." Jake nodded, handing her a thumb drive. "Got their server logs. Let's flip the script." Tensions boiled as Karen herself waddled up the driveway, clipboard in hand, face flushed like an overripe tomato. "Mr. Harlan, this is for order. Your devices violate Section 42C, potential electromagnetic disturbances," she huffed, ignoring the flat tires and her goons scrambling blindly. Jake stepped out, calm as ice. "Disturbances? Like how your board's been jamming signals to spy on folks' thermostats." Karen blinked, her polite facade cracking. "Nonsense. We're protecting property values." Mia chuckled softly from the shadows. "Protecting? You mean selling data to the highest bidder, insurance scams, political blacklists." Cute. Karen. Real neighborly. The showdown peaked when Jake broadcast the logs live on the neighborhood app. Emails of Karen greenlighting fake fines to oust undesirables, her voice in recordings whining, "If they question me, label them unstable." Neighbors' phones buzzed. Gasps turned to murmurs. Karen sputtered, "This is defamation. I'll sue." But Mia emerged, flashing a real federal badge she'd pulled strings for. "Sue the FBI?" Bold move. Baxter bolted, but tripped again, right into a sprinkler Jake had accidentally timed. Water soaked the lot. Karen slipping comically, her rulebook floating in a puddle. The crowd gathered, laughing through their outrage as cops, real ones, rolled up, cuffs ready. In the aftermath, the HOA crumbled like a stale cookie. Karen's empire exposed. She fled town amid scandals, muttering about ungrateful peons. Jake's house, untouched, with new bird feeders defiantly installed. Sunnybrook breathed easier, rules rewritten by actual residents. But here's the kicker, reforms passed. But whispers lingered of bigger players pulling strings. Jake sipped coffee on his porch, Rufus at his feet, watching the sunrise over a suburb that almost ate itself. Was Jake wrong to hack back? Or was the real crime letting HOA tyrants play God? Drop your take, right or wrong.